All right, guys, so quick update video today to my last one. I believe it was my last one, which was testing the new versus old active foam cannon. So check out that video if you have not already. Quick summary of that video. So I got the new active foam cannon, tested it out against the old one, which was like one of my new favorite foam cannons of all the ones that I had been testing lately. And even though it fixed a crucial thing that I hated about the old one, which was the ability to close the flap all the way, so it was kind of an unusable setting, the one thing that I did notice during testing was that the foam quality didn't seem to be as great with the new one as it did the old one. Now, without cracking the nozzle open and seeing whatever, trying to figure out everything that they changed beyond just the adjustability of the nozzle, if anything at all, two things that I think could have contributed to a difference in foam quality, and I'm just thinking in terms of what is different. Number one is the hose with the weighted ball, right? Same hose, but the weighted ball is a little bit different. On the old one, the opening was wider. Now, it all funnels up to the same size going into the hose anyway. However, we have to take into consideration anything that has changed as a variable of what could affect output, right? The other one, and somebody pointed this out in the comments, it was a fantastic point, is the actual orifice itself. There could have been a slight difference in the manufacturing tolerance for these orifice sizes. Now, the one I'm using is the 1.35, and I know a lot of people use the 1.25, but my AR630 V2, because I'm using elbow attachments for the inlet-outlet hoses, it doesn't really like the 1.25. I'm going to be addressing that in another video. Subscribe if you think you might be interested. But anyway, for the time being, I'm using a 1.35, and it's, again, possible that between the one that I got with the old foam cannon and the one that I got with the new one, there could be a slight difference that is affecting, that output. So two things that I wanted to test out were swapping the hoses with the different weighted balls, and then also swapping out the orifices. Now, before we get into any of that, I tried to make this as consistent as I could. And the two ways that I did that was, one, since the old foam cannon allows you to adjust all the way to a fully closed state, and this one obviously has a minimum closed state, I got some calipers and tried to make them as even as possible, right? So that was one. The other thing was last time I did this testing, I actually mixed all of the soap in one bottle and then split them between two. There could have been a little bit of dilution variance between those two bottles, so this time I just put all the soap in one bottle and then swapped the nozzles. And I'm using Kokemi Gentle Snow Foam, 150 milliliters of soap to the rest of the way filled up to a 1 liter bottle with water. Now, the first look is a side-by-side comparison of the foam cannons exactly as they come out of the box. So we have the old one on the right-hand side, new one on the left-hand side. Funny enough, I actually thought the new one performed a little bit better this time around than in the last test that I did, right? So I don't know, it seemed a little bit better this time, but nonetheless, we still have to check all those differences. So that is a look of the side-by-side of the foam cannon exactly as it comes out of the box with a 1.35 millimeter orifice. So first test was the easy one, to just change the hoses. So the first thing I did was swap hoses and then rerun the test. And again, old foam cannon with the new hose on the right, new foam cannon with the old hose on the left. So that's side by side of the hose difference. Now for the next test, because I don't really want to, introduce two changes at once, I put the hoses back on their respective heads, and then I just swapped the orifices. So this is a test only with orifices swapped, everything else being the same. Now you'll notice that when I applied this, I actually think that this really was the difference. To me, it seemed like the old foam cannon didn't perform quite as good as the new one with the different orifices. And I think that lends total possibility that really it is the orifice, maybe a slight manufacturing difference, that caused the, we'll say, lack of quality of foam. Because again, I can't imagine that Active or anybody would make some kind of a change that would degrade the quality of foam. In this case, the opening of the weighted balls. However, I don't want to leave it there, right? So I also want to see whether or not the nozzle and the hose with the different weighted ball could contribute to an even bigger change. So for the third test, we're using the swapped out orifices, same as before, but this time we're also going back to swapping the hoses with the different weighted balls, rerunning this test. This one I'm really not sure about, right? So I actually think that the change was not that better. I still think the new foam cannon is performing a little bit better than the old one, but I'm not sure that it almost seemed to me like the foam quality is a little bit less as good. Now, again, this could easily fall within that sort of margin of error that we talked about before, but I kind of think that we were doing better with the nozzles or the orifices swapped, but the hoses that come with the respective foam cannons being the same. With that in mind, I wanted to see one more time, just to be sure. I could have just reviewed the footage, but I just wanted to run the test again. So doing them side by side, and again, we have the old foam cannon on the right with the orifice that came with the new one, and then vice versa on the left, new foam cannon orifice that came with the old one, but their respective hoses. It seemed to me that still it is the best quality foam on that test, same as number 2. So I think it was really just a slight manufacturing difference in the orifice. Now, for anybody who's running a 1.25, none of this probably matters because you're probably getting fantastic foam anyway with your 1.25. But like I said, my pressure washer using the elbow joints, it didn't like the 1.25 when I tested it on my old MTM PF22. So I'm going to address that next with the side port switch. However, just talking about the active foam cannon as it comes out of the box, I'm still favoring the new one. And to cap it all off, here is a quick look at running the foam cannon completely on the car the way that I would if I were doing an actual contact wash. So anyway, quick update on that just to show you guys the testing that I did. I don't know what the chances are of getting, that kind of variation in any orifice anyway. Could have been a one-off thing, could be consistent, I'm not really sure. I know on the last video that I did comparing the new versus old, I had a couple of people come in and say that they like the old foam cannon. Didn't say why, just said they like the old one. I still like the new one better. Again, I like that fix that they made. I don't care about the single adjustability of the nozzle. And it seems that switching that orifice size is what made the foam quality a little bit better. So in terms of foam cannons, man, I'm still loving the Active. I think originally I saw this thing at $85 from Active. That's what I paid for this one. And yes, I did pay for both foam cannons. However, I will leave a link in the description below if you want to check them out. On Amazon, I think I saw them last week for $76. So getting a little bit down in that price point definitely makes this more attractive of a foam cannon. So anyway, links in the description below if you want to check them out. Feel free to comment below. Let me know what you thought about the testing, new versus old, and your thoughts on them. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.